How's it going, guys? I thought I'd do a video on an interesting article I saw yesterday. Um, so here we go. Uh, 1 second. Okay, so the title of it is Male Fertility is Declining. Studies show that environmental toxins could be a reason. And basically, what's happening in the US, nearly 1 in 8 couples struggles with infertility. Unfortunately, physicians like me, who specialize in reproductive medicine, are unable to determine the cause of male infertility around 30% to 50% of the time. There is almost nothing more disheartening than telling a couple, "I don't know, there's nothing I can do to help." Infertility is defined as a couple's inability to get pregnant for 1 year, despite regular intercourse. When this is the case, doctors evaluate both partners to determine why. For men, the cornerstone of the fertility evaluation is semen analysis, and there are a number of ways to assess sperm. Sperm count, the total number of sperm a man produces, and sperm concentration, number of sperm per milliliter of semen, are common measures, but they aren't the best predictors of fertility. A more accurate measure looks at the total motile sperm count, which evaluates the fraction of sperm that are able to swim and move. A wide range of factors, from obesity to hormonal imbalances to genetic diseases, can affect fertility. For many men, there are treatments that can help, but starting in the 1990s, researchers noticed a concerning trend. Even when controlling for many of the known risk factors, male fertility appeared to have been declining for decades. And the main cause of it is environmental toxins and things like that. As a downward trend in male fertility emerged, I and other researchers began looking more towards chemicals in the environment for answers. This approach doesn't allow us to definitively establish which chemicals are causing the male fertility decline, but the weight of the evidence is growing. A lot of this research focuses on endocrine disruptors, molecules that mimic the body's hormones and throw off the fragile hormonal balance of reproduction. These include substances like phthalates, better known as plasticizers, as well as pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, toxic gases, and other synthetic materials. Plasticizers are found in most plastics, like water bottles and food containers, and exposure is associated with negative impacts on testosterone and semen health. Herbicides and pesticides abound in the food supply, and some, specifically those with synthetic organic compounds that include phosphorus, are known to negatively affect fertility. Air pollution surrounds cities, subjecting residents to particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and other compounds that likely contribute to abnormal sperm quality. Radiation exposure from laptops, cell phones, and modems has also been associated with declining sperm counts, impaired sperm motility, and abnormal sperm shape. Heavy metals such as cadmium, lead, and arsenic are also present in food, water, and cosmetics, and are also known to harm sperm health. And they think it would obviously be bad if you know, we were we were to lose the ability to have kids and reproduce. And I don't believe in absolute infertility. I think you should be free to have kids and make your own choices and whatnot. But so long as you don't shove those ideas onto me or whatever, I'm fine with that. But it is concerning because people think this kind of a situation is only going to get worse. And it might get to the point where, we won't even be able to have kids. And I think it's already at that point. We barely know what's in the fucking COVID vaccine as it is. And we've heard reports of that causing infertility issues among women specifically. I'm not so sure about how that trend is among men. But, and there's a lot more to support the fact that we don't know what's in the COVID vaccine. People passing out from heart attacks out of nowhere a week or so after getting the vaccine. And, I just don't ignore stories like that. And I'm unvaccinated, to be frank with you, but I don't think the vaccine is what's causing this kind of a infertility issue. When we see things like this pop up, it's mostly based around women. But now that it's happening to men, I think it's a little bit more concerning at the very least. And I've never really taken into consideration the health of my sperm count, because mostly I've never had to do shit like that. And I'm most likely not going to start. And but still, I just thought it would be fine to make an informative video. Just don't be upset by that. Calm down. It's okay. But anyway. A lot of chemicals are in use today, and tracking them all is incredibly difficult. More than 80,000 chemicals are registered in the U.S., and nearly 2,000 new chemicals are introduced each year. Many scientists believe that the safety testing for health and environmental risks is not strong enough, and that the rapid development and introduction of new chemicals challenges the ability of organizations to test long-term risks to human health. Okay. And yeah, that was pretty much the video. And I also wanted to test the microphone out a little bit and just mess around with the settings just to make sure that they're actually right and I'm not blowing out your eardrums or anything. But yeah, that's what's been going down in the Joel hole. So see you later.